Hello and welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of coin collecting, focusing on the 1980 mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. This coin, often overlooked in everyday transactions, holds a rich history and, in certain conditions, can be worth a substantial amount to collectors and enthusiasts. Let's explore the origins, unique features, notable errors, and current market values of this intriguing coin. Historical background: the Lincoln cent, featuring the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln, has been a staple of American currency since its introduction in 1909. Designed by Victor D. Brenner, the coin was initially released to commemorate the centennial of Lincoln's birth. Over the decades, the design has undergone various modifications, but Lincoln's likeness has remained a constant, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. BY 1980. The U.S. Mint was producing billions of these pennies annually. The D mint mark signifies that the coin was minted at the Denver facility. In that year alone, the Denver Mint produced approximately 5,140,098,660 Lincoln pennies, contributing to the vast circulation of this denomination. Composition and design: the 1980 Lincoln penny is composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, giving it a distinctive reddish-brown hue when in pristine condition. This composition was standard until 1982, when the mint transitioned to a predominantly zinc composition due to rising copper costs. On the obverse front of the coin, you'll find Portrait of Abraham Lincoln, a right-facing profile of the 16th president, inscriptions, "In God We Trust," arching above Lincoln's head. Liberty, to the left, the year 1980, to the right, with the D mint mark directly below the date, indicating its Denver origin. The reverse, back, features Lincoln Memorial, a detailed depiction of the monument located in Washington. D.C. inscriptions, United States of America, along the top edge. E pluribus unum, just above the memorial. 1 cent at the bottom, denoting the coin's denomination. Notable errors and varieties: while the standard 1980 penny is common, certain errors and varieties can significantly enhance its value. Double die obverse. DDO: this error occurs when the coin's design is duplicated slightly offset during the minting process, leading to noticeable doubling of elements like the date or inscriptions. Collectors prize these anomalies, and a 1980 penny with a DDO can fetch a premium. Off-center strikes: coins that were misaligned during striking can display off-center designs. The value of such errors depends on the degree of misalignment and the visibility of the date and mint mark. Struck on wrong planchet: occasionally, a penny might be struck on a planchet intended for another coin, such as a dime. These errors are rare and highly sought after by collectors. Broad struck errors: these occur when a coin is struck without the retaining collar, causing it to expand beyond its standard dimensions and lack a defined edge. Obverse blockage errors: this happens when a previously struck coin remains on the die, partially obstructing the next coin's design, leading to unique and collectible anomalies. Market value and record sales: the value of a 1980 Lincoln penny varies based on its condition, rarity, and any unique errors. Circulated coins: in general circulation, these pennies are worth their face value of 1 cent. However, those in exceptional condition may be valued slightly higher by collectors. Uncirculated coins: coins that have never been used and retain their original luster, can be worth more. For instance, an MS-65, mint state 65, graded 1980 penny might be valued around $9. Higher grades, such as MS-67, can see values ranging from $50 to $250. Error coins: pennies exhibiting notable errors can command significant premiums. For example, a 1980 penny with a double-struck error sold for $120 at a heritage auction in 2021. Another with a broad struck and partial obverse blockage error fetched $119 the same year. It's essential to note that while some sources may report exceptionally high valuations for certain coins, these instances are rare and typically involve coins with unique errors, impeccable condition, or significant historical importance. The claim of a 1980D penny valued at $40,784 would likely pertain to an extraordinary specimen with exceptional characteristics. Tips for collectors: if you're interested in collecting or assessing the value of a 1980D Lincoln penny, examine the coin's condition. Coins are graded on a scale from poor, P1, to mint state, MS, 70. Higher grades indicate better preservation and typically command higher values. Look for errors. Unique minting errors can significantly increase a coin's worth. Familiarize yourself with common errors and inspect your coins closely. Consult professional grading services. Organizations like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, can provide official grading and authentication, adding credibility to your coin's value. Stay informed. The coin market can fluctuate. Regularly consult reputable sources, attend coin shows, and engage with collector communities to stay updated on current values and trends. The 1980D Mint Mark Lincoln penny is more than just a piece of pocket change. Its rich history, coupled with the potential for valuable errors and high-grade specimens, makes it a fascinating subject for collectors and enthusiasts alike. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a curious newcomer, taking a closer look at these coins might just reveal a hidden treasure. Happy collecting! Hello, and welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of coin collecting, focusing on the 1985 Lincoln 1-cent penny. While this coin might seem ordinary at first glance, certain rare specimens have captured the attention of collectors worldwide, commanding astonishing prices in the market. Join us as we explore the history, unique characteristics, and the factors that can make a 1985 Lincoln penny exceptionally valuable. The U.S. Sun +3 The U.S. Sun +3 Coin Week +3 Historical background. The Lincoln cent has a storied history, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor D. Brenner, the obverse features a profile of Lincoln, making it the first U.S. coin to depict a historical figure. In 1959, to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, the reverse design was updated to showcase the Lincoln Memorial, a creation of designer Frank Gasparo. This design remained in circulation until 2008, making the 1985 Lincoln penny a part of this significant era in numismatic history. Coins value: mintage and composition. In 1985, the U.S. Mint produced Lincoln cents at 3 facilities. Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark, approximately 5.65 billion coins were struck here. Denver Mint, mint mark D, around 5.29 billion coins were produced. San Francisco Mint, mint mark S, approximately 3.36 million proof coins were minted. Coin Week. Notably, the Philadelphia and West Point Bullion Depository collaborated to produce these cents without any distinguishing mint mark, collectively referred to as the P-Mint issue or the Philadelphia Strike. Coin Week. The 1985 Lincoln penny is composed of 99.2% zinc and 0.8% copper, weighing 2.5 grams. This composition was adopted in 1982 due to rising copper prices, transitioning from the earlier 95% copper and 5% zinc alloy. Silver recyclers +1 coins value +1 coins value factors influencing value. While most 1985 Lincoln pennies are common and hold only their face value, several factors can elevate their worth significantly. Condition. Grade coins in uncirculated condition, especially those graded MS65 RD, mint state 65 red, or higher, are more valuable. The grading scale assesses attributes like luster, eye appeal, and the presence of contact marks. For instance, a 1985 penny in MS65 RD condition can be worth around 30 cents. Coin Week. +2 silver recyclers +2 coins value +2 color designation. The color of the coin red, RD, red-brown, RB, or brown, BN, affects its value. Red coins, exhibiting at least 95% of their original red luster, are more desirable among collectors. Coins value: mint errors and varieties. Coins with minting errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or those struck on incorrect planchets, can be highly sought after. However, No significant varieties or errors are widely recognized for the 1985 Lincoln cent. The U.S. Sun plus 2 coins value plus 2 coin week plus 2 proof coins, the 1985 S-proof pennies, produced at the San Francisco Mint, were made for collectors and feature a higher quality strike with a mirror-like finish. These proofs are more valuable than their regular counterparts, with specimens in PR67 RD condition valued around $11. Coins value plus 2 silver recyclers plus 2 the U.S. Sun plus 2 notable sales and market trends. The market for high-grade 1985 Lincoln pennies has seen some remarkable sales. Silver recyclers in August 2023. A PCGS MS69 RD graded 1985 penny sold for $11,812.50 at Great Collections. At the time, it was the sole coin graded at this level, contributing to its high value. CoinWeek. Another notable sale includes a PCGS MS68 plus RD graded coin that fetched $5,875 in April 2017. CoinWeek. It's important to note that while these high-grade coins command impressive prices, the majority of 1985 pennies in circulation are common and hold minimal value. The significant valuations are reserved for coins in exceptional condition with top-tier grades. The 1985 Lincoln 1-cent penny serves as a testament to the rich history of U.S. coinage. While most of these coins are abundant and hold nominal value, those in pristine condition or with unique attributes can be worth substantial amounts. For collectors and enthusiasts, understanding the nuances of grading, minting variations, and market demand is crucial in identifying and appreciating the true value of these coins. Coins value. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of coin collecting and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Share your thoughts or any unique coin finds in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Hey everyone! Welcome back to Old Expensive Coin. Today, we're diving into an incredible discovery in the world of coin collecting, the 1983 no-mint mark Lincoln penny that could be worth an astonishing $84,391. That's right. This small copper coin, often overlooked in pocket change, has become one of the most sought-after coins by collectors. But why is this particular penny so valuable? What makes it special? And how can you tell if you have one? Stick around, because you might just have a hidden fortune sitting in your coin jar. History of the 1983 Lincoln penny. The 1983 Lincoln cent is part of the Memorial Reverse series, which was minted from 1959 to 2008. By 1982, the U.S. Mint made a major change, switching the composition of pennies from 95% copper to 97.5% zinc with a thin copper plating. This was due to rising copper prices, making it too expensive to continue producing solid copper cents. The 1983 pennies were among the first full-year zinc coins, and most of them are extremely common. Over 7.7 billion of these were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which is why they normally don't carry a mint mark. But what makes some of these coins worth tens of thousands of dollars? Let's find out what makes the 1983 penny valuable. There are a few key factors that determine the value of a 1983 Lincoln penny. Rare minting errors. Some 1983 pennies contain dramatic and rare mint errors that make them extremely valuable. High-grade condition. Coins graded in mint state 67 plus or higher are much rarer and can sell for thousands. Copper composition error. Some 1983 pennies were mistakenly struck on older solid copper planchets instead of the newer zinc ones. These are incredibly rare and valuable. Rare error. 1983 doubled die reverse. One of the most famous errors on the 1983 penny is the 1983 doubled die reverse, DDR. This occurs when the die strikes the coin twice, creating a doubling effect on the letters and design. Check for this error. Look at the 1 cent and E pluribus unum on the reverse side. If you notice a clear doubling, you could be holding a coin worth thousands. 1983 copper planchet error, worth $84,391. This is the rarest and most valuable error found on the 1983 penny. Some of these coins were mistakenly struck using old copper planchets from 1982. Since 1983 pennies were supposed to be zinc, Finding one made of copper is a jackpot for collectors. How do you test if you have a rare 1983 copper penny? Take a gram scaled. A normal 1983 penny should weigh 2.5 grams. Zinc. A rare copper penny weighs 3.1 grams. If yours weighs 3.1 grams, congratulations. You could have an $84,391 coin in your hands. Record sale. $84,391 at auction. The highest price ever paid for a 1983 no-mint mark Lincoln penny was $84,391 at a major auction. This coin was in near-perfect condition and had the ultra-rare copper planchet error. Many other 1983 error pennies have sold for $5,000 to $20,000, depending on condition and rarity. Even if your penny isn't worth that much, it could still be worth a decent amount. How to find a rare 1983 penny? If you want to find one of these rare pennies, check your pocket change, old coin jars, bank rolls, buying penny rolls and searching through them. Estate sales and flea markets always use a magnifying glass or microscope to check for doubling errors. And don't forget to weigh your pennies. Current market value as of 2025. High-grade 1983 pennies with errors continue to rise in value. While normal 1983 pennies are only worth face value, error pennies can sell anywhere from $100 to over $80,000. If you think you have one, consider getting it authenticated by PCGS or NGC.SO. Do you have a rare 1983 Lincoln penny worth thousands? Check your change, because these coins are still out there waiting to be found. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe for more rare coin videos, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching and happy coin hunting! Did you know that a simple 1976 Lincoln penny with no mint mark could be worth $93,287 today? That's right. This ordinary-looking coin could be hiding in your pocket change, and if you find the right one, you could be looking at a small fortune. But what makes it so special? Why is it so valuable? And how can you tell if you have one? Stick around as we dive into the history, rarity, and market value of this incredible coin. History of the 1976 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of American currency since 1909, when it was first introduced to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin quickly became one of the most collected and beloved U.S. coins. By 1976, the Lincoln penny had already gone through several changes, but it remained a key part of everyday transactions. That year, the penny was minted in large quantities at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally did not use a mint mark on pennies at the time. So, technically, all Philadelphia minted Lincoln pennies from before 1980 lack a mint mark. But what makes this particular 1976 no mint mark Lincoln penny worth tens of thousands of dollars? What makes this coin so valuable? While most 1976 Lincoln pennies are only worth face value, there are a few rare errors and high-grade specimens that can fetch massive sums at auctions. Here's why. Minting errors. Some 1976 Lincoln pennies have striking errors, such as double die obverse, DDO, off-center strikes, or wrong planchet errors. These rare mistakes make them incredibly valuable to collectors. High-grade condition, MS67 or higher. Most pennies in circulation have scratches, discoloration, or signs of wear. However, if you find a 1976 penny in pristine, uncirculated condition, graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC, its value skyrockets. Copper composition. Unlike modern pennies, which are primarily zinc, the 1976 Lincoln penny is 95% copper. While this alone doesn't make it rare, the high-quality copper strikes sometimes result in unique variations. Demand from collectors, certain years, and varieties of Lincoln cents are highly sought after. And some collectors are willing to pay a premium price for a perfect specimen. How much is a 1976 no mint mark penny worth today? Now, let's talk numbers. The value of a 1976 no mint mark Lincoln penny depends on several factors, including its condition and rarity. Circulated condition. If your 1976 penny is worn and has been in circulation, it's usually worth just 1 cent to a few dollars. Uncirculated, MS60, MS64. A well-preserved 1976 penny without major blemishes can be worth anywhere from $5 to $1.50. High-grade MS65, MS67. If your penny has a near-perfect luster, full details, and no visible flaws, it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. MS68 or higher, jackpot. The rarest MS68 or MS69 specimens are the ones that break auction records. In recent years, a pristine 1976 no-mint mark Lincoln penny-graded MS68 sold for $93,287 at auction. How to check if you have a valuable 1976 penny. If you think you have a rare 1976 Lincoln penny, here's what you should do. Examine the coin closely. Look for minting errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, or missing elements. Use a magnifying glass or coin loop for a detailed inspection. Check the condition. A clean, sharp strike with no scratches or wear is ideal. If your penny looks flawless, it might be valuable. Weigh the coin. A genuine 1976 Lincoln penny should weigh 3.11 grams due to its copper composition. If the weight is off, you may have an unusual variety. Get it graded. If your penny looks like it's in mint condition, consider sending it to PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, for professional grading. A high-grade certification can increase its value significantly. Where to sell your 1976 no-mint mark penny? If you have a valuable 1976 Lincoln penny, here are some of the best places to sell it: eBay and online auctions. A great way to reach collectors worldwide. Coin dealers and shops. Local coin shops may offer quick sales, but sometimes at lower prices. Coin shows and expos. Networking with collectors can help you get the best price. Heritage auctions and great collections. High-end auction houses that specialize in rare coins. Could you have a hidden treasure? The 1976 no-mint mark Lincoln penny might look ordinary, but certain rare specimens are worth a small fortune. Whether it's a minting error, a high-grade condition, or a special variety, this humble coin has captured the attention of serious collectors. Check your pocket change, go through your old coin jar, and inspect your coin collections. You never know. You might be holding a penny worth $93,287. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more exciting coin videos. Have you ever found a valuable penny? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting! Welcome back to the channel. Today, we have something truly exciting for coin collectors, history lovers, and treasure hunters alike. We are diving deep into the fascinating story of the 1967 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. This humble coin, often overlooked, has shocked the numismatic world by reaching an astonishing value of $43,863 at auction. If you have a 1967 penny lying around, you might be sitting on a small fortune. Stay tuned as we uncover the incredible history, unique features, and the reasons why this coin is worth so much money today. History of the 1967 Lincoln penny. The year 1967 was a significant time in American history. The country was in the midst of the Vietnam War, cultural shifts were taking place, and the United States Mint was still dealing with the coin shortage of the early 1960s. The government had removed mint marks from all coins in 1965 to discourage collectors from hoarding them. That is why the 1967 Lincoln penny, just like its counterparts from 1965 and 1966, does not feature a mint mark, designed by Victor David Brenner. The Lincoln penny had already been in circulation for over half a century by 1967. First introduced in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth, this coin remains one of the most collected and recognized in American numismatics. The 1967 version kept the same classic design, featuring Lincoln's profile on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, which had been introduced in 1959. Why some 1967 pennies are so valuable. Not every 1967 penny is worth thousands of dollars, so what makes certain examples fetch such a high price? The value of any coin depends on several factors, including its condition, rarity, and any unique errors that might have occurred during minting point. One of the primary reasons some 1967 Lincoln pennies are worth a fortune is their exceptional condition. Most pennies from this year circulated heavily, meaning they suffered significant wear and tear. However, a few pristine examples, graded as MS67 or higher, have commanded massive prices at auction. If you find a 1967 penny with a flawless surface, sharp details, and a bright luster, you might be holding a rare and valuable coin. Rare errors that increase value. Error coins are among the most sought-after collectibles in numismatics, and the 1967 Lincoln penny is no exception. Some of the most valuable error types include double die obverse. DDO. This occurs when the coin's design is struck more than once, creating a noticeable doubling effect, especially on the date and lettering. Off-center strikes. If the coin was not properly aligned in the press, it might have an off-center design, making it unique and desirable. Struck on a wrong planchet. Sometimes, coins are mistakenly struck on a planchet meant for a different denomination, such as a dime or nickel. These errors can significantly increase a coin's value. Clipped planchet. If a portion of the coin is missing due to an error in the cutting process, it can become highly collectible. If you have a 1967 penny with any of these rare errors, its value could skyrocket. Recent auction records and market value. Now, let's talk numbers. While most circulated 1967 pennies are only worth face value, high-grade specimens and rare errors have fetched thousands at auction. In recent years, some MS67 red-graded 1967 pennies have sold for over $5,000. However, the record-breaking sale happened when a pristine example reached an incredible $43,863 at a major auction. The demand for rare pennies remains strong, with collectors always looking for top-tier examples. Prices fluctuate based on market conditions, but if you have a well-preserved 1967 Lincoln penny, it could be worth significantly more than a single cent. How to determine your penny's value. If you want to know whether your 1967 penny is valuable, follow these steps. Check the condition. The less wear and tear, the better. Coins with original luster and sharp details are the most valuable. Look for errors. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to inspect for doubling, misalignment, or other minting mistakes. Get it graded. If you suspect your coin is valuable, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication and grading. Research auction prices. Websites like eBay, Heritage Auctions, and PCGS Price Guide provide insight into recent sale prices. The 1967 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a perfect example of how a small, ordinary-looking coin can turn into a life-changing discovery. While most 1967 pennies are not particularly rare, a well-preserved specimen or an error coin could be worth a significant amount of money. If you come across one, take a closer look. You might just have a hidden treasure in your hands. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more coin collecting tips and rare finds. Thanks for watching and happy collecting!